Hello and welcome. It's Elle. How you doing? So today I'm going to be bringing myself into my garden to take care of a bunch of errands that I need to catch up on. Just doing a little bit of garden cleanup, looking around my garden as well, seeing how everything's doing. Probably pick some blueberries today. I've been checking the blueberry bushes every so often. So I have to go see if there's any blueberries ready to pick. That way the birds don't get to it before me. And then last but not least, my main goal is to expand my drip irrigation. That way when the weather starts getting warmer, I'll be able to have everything hooked up to that and it'll be easy peasy once those weather starts getting real hot. Also, if I'm stiff looking, it's because I've done 2 days of personal training these past 2 days, like back to back, and I am sore and I'm stiff. So if I look like a granny out there, like don't make fun of me. That's why I am sore everywhere. But this stuff needs to get done. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So cute. We have a little ladybug right there. Here's the Roma tomato. And it actually has some on the back. Growing. Oh, disturbed the ladybug. This little salad green area is just coming in so strong. The left hand side gets more light, so that's probably why they've been doing better. There's all these squash, zucchini, cantaloupe growing. And here is the fruit tree area. It's nice and cool. We got a bit of a cold front. We have a carpenter bee who made his home here. He's not home right now. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Are you home? Excuse me, sir. I need you to pollinate some trees. Alright. Oh yeah, and then I need to prune some of my fruit trees as well. So we'll add that to the to-do list today. Let's go ahead and pick the blueberries. It looks like there's several that are ready right now. So first things first, we gotta pick these blueberries. So I've been keeping an eye on these and watching for the birds. So I started with a few handfuls, but believe it or not, after just owning my Misty and Jewel blueberry varieties for just a year, we've gotten several bowlfuls this year. I gave some to our neighbor, I gave some to our friends and family, and we've also gotten to enjoy plenty. So I definitely think this is totally worth growing. Next, I'm going to be pruning my fruit trees. So in this middle section, I have my Pluaries, my Pluots, and my Apiums mostly here. And these are all brand new trees that I got this past year, mostly from Rain Tree Nursery. Highly recommend. Everything came in great. They're just exploding with growth. And so what I'm aiming for here is basically to cut back the long and lanky branches so that the branches start to grow stronger and short and stout, so that one day whenever these fruit trees do have fruit on them, it'll be on a lot stronger support system so that the branches will not be prone to breaking. And it also just will help the shape and structure of my tree for better airflow and for controlling size. Now this video was actually shot I think like last month. I'm terrible with time. So if you think these trees are coming alive now, they are getting so big and exploding with growth. I think I'm going to have to go in it again for all of the long shoots that are growing. So I'll get to that later and I'll just have to, make a day of it in the future. So I'll probably be doing some early summer pruning in the future. Now, since I got all of these trees and they are brand new, believe it or not, I got even more fruit trees. So definitely stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a video on everything I've got since then and featuring that. So we did do our taxes this year. We got some money back. So the portion that was allocated for me, I bought even more fruit trees. What do you know? Surprise, surprise. No, not very surprising at all. So once I'm done basically pruning these fruit trees, I add all of the cuttings to my garden bed that I still have yet to fill. But I've been filling it with twigs and leaf litter, and when I cut the grass, I also added that as well. And so this will just help fill out the bottom of my garden bed before I actually start adding soil. Next, I'm just cleaning up the desk slash catio area where I keep all of my supplies. I am constantly having to upkeep this area. Just between life and doing things in the garden, it's like you always gotta clean up after yourself. Once I clean it, it ends up dirty again. Being an adult sometimes really sucks, which is why sometimes, I'll just be like, I'll get to it later. Much like house chores, laundry, dishes, everything's just going to be there the next week and it's just going to pile up. So I think it's perfectly acceptable some days to be like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to live my life, enjoy my time. Same thing next week, bro. Anyway. If I sound like I'm a little over it, it's just because I've been really tired lately with my personal training. So quick update on that actually. So my personal trainer had to take time off to give birth. She had a healthy baby and everything looks great. However, I had to basically get assigned a new personal trainer. So I went ahead and went with a guy and he seemed really fit. So I thought he would do a good job. And I was given some warnings that he's really intense. And she did say that when they had trained with him, they felt like they were going to black out or a little lightheaded. So I just kind of told her, I was like, okay, I'll just have to, make some boundaries maybe, or like know my limits. And I gotta say, this guy has been intense. If I thought I was sore with my previous trainer, and it did suck, like this is on a whole other level. So I'm just trying to get through it. So he made me do like a mini Murph, which is like a little mini marathon thingy. I don't know. It's basically like you do like 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and then you run a mile. I think there's other elements to it. So we did like a mini Murph. So I did like 100 push-ups as the mini Murph. And you might have seen this if you watched one of my previous videos when we tasted the meme sapote, but I was so sore after all those push-ups. My triceps were extremely tight. I could hardly bring my hands to like my face to eat or like tie up my hair. It was really difficult, painfully sore. I had to really work on stretching it out. Took like hot baths every day, drank protein, etc., etc. So the DOMs were extremely intense, and I was a little concerned. I'm like, is this too much? And my husband's like, well, on the bright side, you're not going to be this sore the next time. And so once all the muscle repairs, you'll be able to do 100 push-ups. Well, I got sick, so I had to take time off. So I actually ended up not working out the rest of that week. And then that following weekend, I got sick. And I took another week off. So 2 weeks later, back in the gym, and what does he have me do? Another 100 push-ups. Except I was not as sore. I don't even know if I really was sore from my triceps. So, pros and cons. But it's been really tiring between that and work because I do have a energy-intensive job as well. So between balancing personal training and work, it's been really tiring, y'all, but I'm just trying to get through it. I have some goals. I want to get strong. I want to lose weight. I want to be healthy. And, I also want to be able to squat my husband's weight, which is an odd goal. But basically, when you sign up for personal training, they ask you what your goals are. And I was like, yeah, I think it'd be cool if I could squat my husband's weight because if something were to happen to him, like, I know I could lift him. Like, just peace of mind. Why not? Just get that strong. So my goals are definitely coming from like an empathetic point of view, which I'm a little proud of for having that type of mindset, if I do say so myself. So this area that I'm cleaning right now is all the pots that I had moved from a corner of my garden. I had it on some stacked shelves and I was planning on moving it to our shed, but it's just been sitting here because our shed is kind of falling apart and it needs to be replaced. And it's full. So I was like, okay, all these pots have just been sitting here. I need to just reorganize them and make this area nice again. So that's what I'm doing, just as a quick task that has been needing to get done for a while because I don't think we're getting a new shed anytime soon. So I just figured, let me just put everything back to their original home and make things nice again. So I don't know what's going on with you lately. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me in the comment. I'd love to hear from you. So my husband and I actually celebrated our anniversary. We're 2 years married. We've been together 8 of those years. And I took the weekend off because I usually work half days on Saturdays. So we had a full weekend together and I felt like it really stretched things out. It felt long and wonderful. Our original plans were actually to go to the beach. However, the weather was so bad. It was cloudy and humid. You couldn't see anything in the sky. So we decided to just stay in. And honestly, I was just really excited to spend some time together, no matter, what we ended up doing. I was just so happy and beside myself when I was at work thinking on, Friday that I was going to actually be off on a Saturday. It's like, as soon as I'm done, I'm done. Like, I don't have to work tomorrow. And I was just getting a little emotional. Just so happy to go spend time and be with my husband. I love him so much. And so what we ended up doing is staying in, and we basically brought some dinner home, had a nice dinner on the couch together, got cozy on the couch, and I actually got us hooked on Grey's Anatomy. So my coworker is watching Grey's Anatomy. I decided to give it a try and we got hooked. My husband started coming in about season 2 and things got crazy. We started binge watching it, and honestly, we were just both having fun, so I was happy we were enjoying that together. And then the cats came and joined us as well, so we were just cuddling on the couch, and we didn't want to disturb the cats, so we stayed up even later on the couch, and it was just so cozy and so wonderful. All right, last but not least, here I am pruning my grapes to make one essential leader, I suppose, to go up. Eventually, I'll be putting a trellis along the fence line for them to grow up and then horizontal to, or horizontal along, I mean. Garden kitty? Hi. All right, well, thanks for joining me today with all of my chores, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And don't forget to go plant a tree. Bye.